When we consider the conversion of wind energy into electrical energy, there are some important features about turbine rotor speed and expected generator speed. Turbine rotor speed is in the range of 5 to 20 rpm, and generator speed is about 300 to 150 rpm for 10 pole pair machine or 11 pole pair machine. If we compare these speeds, then ratio is 15 to 30. This suggests that 15 to 30 times reduction in torque and rise in speed. This change is made by using gearbox, which is named as gear train. The gearbox, yaw control, pitch control, and alternator are placed on top of tower inside the cabinet known as nacelle. When wind flows through swept area of turbine and turns the blade, certain values of rotor speed and transmitted torque are associated with movement of blades. One point we should keep in mind that when electric energy is generated and supplied to grid, movement of blade is not a free movement of blades, but system is in the dynamic equilibrium. This means that when energy is supplied to grid, this exerts a retarding torque force that wind energy has to overcome. Therefore, if wind speed changes to small extent, torque supplied changes in reverse proportion to keep power supplied constant. This control is a natural way of transferring energy from to from wind to mechanical and subsequently to electrical. But if wind speed changes to cross the limit, then pitch angle is another control that control system performs using sensors. When wind speed increases, power extractable increases by cube of wind speed, but rotor speed is kept within limit to keep blade in safe stress limit. This suggests us that torque transferred with rising wind speed is increasing by cube of wind speed. This increasing or decreasing torque must manifest in change in current supplied to grid since RMS grid and alternator voltage is constant. When we observe the angle the blade surface makes with swept plane, it increases as we go from location close to rotor towards tip of the blade. On the other hand, force exerted by wind on tip has to be minimum and force should keep on rising as we move along the blade towards rotor shaft. This is crucial design selection and a trade-off between blade stress and optimum power extraction. This means there exists some ideal pitch angle for specific blade shape for certain wind speed. Control system has to respond as a change in pitch angle when wind speed changes from one speed to another speed. Wind speed do not change very frequently, so such a control on various parameters of power conversion may be performed with stable system. From this analysis, we see that we have approximately constant speed and variable torque prime mover to rotate the generator shaft. Since alternator also expects some characteristics of prime mover, we may consider how various alternators respond to this varying torque and approximate constant speed. Synchronous alternator runs only at synchronous speed. If speed variation exists, then alternator forces the system to run in synchronism. Complete grid system tries to pull lagging or leading machine into synchronism, but this forcing of alternator into synchronism has also some limitations. If speed is crossing the limit of stability, then system could not remain in synchronism. Another option is an induction generator. This generator do not need exactly synchronous speed. Induction generator works in comparatively wide range of speed and torque. Induction generator works at supersynchronous speed, that is more than synchronous speed. This is generally measured as a negative value of slip. As absolute value of slip increases, speed beyond synchronous speed also increases. The induction generator has a torque limit of pull-out torque, and generator works within 0 to pull-out torque as shown on slide.